Good day and welcome to this episode of Pitch Perfect Adventures. This week we're at the CL site College Farm in Alkborough, just outside Scarborough. And I'm going to be honest right now, the only reason we're here is because I made a bit of a mistake when I made the initial booking. But more about that in a second. The site itself is a typical CL site in as much as you've got your 5 pitches, all hard standing, with the bit of greenery outside of each one as well, which is nice. Each pitch comes with its own electricity point, plus its own water point as well. Behind me you can see there are a number of glamping pods which really complement the whole area, this little picturesque of a site. And along with all this, you have also free Wi-Fi, which is extremely good. The Wi-Fi connection is very well here. Plus on the site as well, there is a coffee shop which does breakfast and cakes and whatnot throughout the day as well. It's worth noting that this is a working farm, so there are people around all the time and there's lots of animals, but that just adds to the ambience, so you really can't go wrong. So what about this mistake I made, which I mentioned right at the beginning of the video when I made the initial booking? Now, if you watched any of our other videos, you know that with the CL sites, I tend to look no more than about £15 a night. That's just how we work. We like to be very much off grid if we can be. Occasionally, yes, we do the electric hookups as well. And we know with electric hookups, you have to pay a little bit more. That's no problem in that at all. Now, this site, it was advertised on the Caravan and Motorhome Club site at £14 a night. When we arrived, it was £20 a night. Now, that is way too much that I would normally pay for any site that I'll go to, unless it's potentially a club site. Then I expect to pay a little bit more, not necessary for a CL site. That's just my preference. However, I will say however, if you go back to what I said earlier on, picturesque, you've got your own water tap, you've got Wi-Fi, you've got this wonderful coffee shop on site, you've got everything here. It really is actually worth £20 a night. So I'm really pleased we made that mistake. If I was to be picky, the only thing I would say that would really add to this place, and I am being picky here now, is maybe a shepherd's hut or two just behind me as well, with showers on it. That would really take this place to the next level, and I think would just finish it off. But saying that, you really can't go wrong. Now, Alkborough, I will say as well, is a small village. It's a typical tiny village, in as much as there are no shops here. The nearest shop is actually the next village along, which is about 2-3 miles away. But it's nice to go out the street as you see locals walk into the houses with braces of pheasant in their hand. If you really want to be in the countryside, if you want to be away from it all but still have that touch of luxury with it, then I'd tell you now, this is the site you have to go to regardless of what they're charging.